Hey guys, welcome back to DMAC Customs on YouTube. Dave here in the garage. Going to be doing a couple of little signs for the new studio. So yeah, just little admin-y type signs, just for doors that public don't need to be going into. So staff only, no entry type stuff. I haven't really decided on the wording yet, but got a couple of pieces of plywood that I've had kicking around, all varnished up and waiting for something for quite some time, so I'm just going to use those and they'll just get sort of screwed onto the door or glued on or double-sided taped or hung in some way when we get that far. But today's mission is to get these sign written. Okay, so I'm going to start laying these out. I've just got my little Chinograph pencil here. So this one here, I think we're just going to have staff only on it and kind of bling it out just a little bit. You know, it's just like I say, an admin-y type sign, but there's no reason why it can't have just a little bit of kind of custom culture added to it. Maybe some little scrollies, stars and things like that. Yeah, so we'll do a bit of a scribble on here and see what I can come up with, and then figure out the wording on this. We've got a little bit more room. This one here, we have another door which is essentially a staff only door, but it's going to be, it goes through to the bathroom, and occasionally our customers need to go to the bathroom, so kind of want to put something on there, but don't want to just have people kind of just rocking on through there, because it's another part of the building that is not all ours. It's got another tenant, and the people who work downstairs use one of the offices in there, so don't really just want people wandering around. So I'm not quite sure what to word on there yet, but I'll think of something. This one's pretty textured, so it's not a nice like varnish job on here. I think that's why it never got used for anything else, but we're going to use it today. So we're just going to go something through here. Maybe upper and lower case, I don't know. Something in there, and then maybe just some other stuff around it, I don't know. I don't like that S, but something like that. On here, maybe no entry, bathrooms for public paying customers only or something. Or keep this door closed. I don't know about that. Seems a bit rude. Bathroom at request, maybe something like that. Don't know what to put on that. I have a think. Okay, so I'm going to use this golden yellow. This is just some normal yellow enamel, gold enamel. Can't remember what I bought this for, but I thought I'd give it a try, see what it's like with this. So for lettering, oh, she's pretty thin. You ain't got much in the way of opacity, that's for sure. Damn, I definitely need 2 coats. Whoa, it just washes out. And that was with a good stir as well. Yeah, nah, I'm not going to use that. And that's terrible, horrible lettering as well. I'll clean that off. Here. Take 2. Different brush, slightly thinner, 1-shot enamel. covers slightly better. Probably should have started the S a little higher. Okay, so got the first thing down on there. I'm gonna same kind of format, I guess. Not exactly the same, it's just a freestyle kind of vibe. On this one. Switch it up a bit here, do the flick the other way, just for shits and giggles. Do it again, try and get it covered a bit better. Maybe a little bit more yellow. Alright, so putting just door number 1 on here, and you might wonder why I'm doing that, and that is because we can then just tell people who want to go and use the bathroom, just go through the staff only door number 1 door. That's an executive decision that I just made. Probably should take the lids off these and give them a real good stir. Cover a bit better than this, but I am breaking in this brush. Alright, since I've got some orange out, I thought I'll do a little bit of embellishing and stuff on here. Not worried about it not being covered. That's fine. It's all part of the appeal for me. It's like on this style of signage stuff, you know. Same again on this one. Alright, I'm going to go around and do a bit of a extra stuff around here in the orange. Gooped it up about there, that's alright. Haven't had a lot of experience with these lightsabers, but no time like the present. Okay, so here's where we're at so far in here. I used the Vondago lightsaber for the kind of outline, off-letter outline on that, staff only on that wonky sign. Just as a bit of an experiment, but I'm going to actually switch back to a lettering brush to do it on this one, but I'll use the lightsaber to do my scrolly stuff, you know what I mean? I just wanted to sort of see what it was like for that sort of thing, whether I could control it the same way I can a normal lettering brush, like a chisel writer. Some elements, yeah, mean. Others, not really kind of what I was hoping for, but it's fine for what it is. I might go around with this actually and give that a bit of a tidy up, just for my own kind of practice and peace of mind type of thinking, you know. Not worried about the squiggly line around the outside. That's kind of fine how it is, but there's a couple of bits on there. The outline is just a little on the rougher side, rougher than my patchy gold anyway. So, well, okay, that's debatable. But anyway, I'll do that. But I'll do this other one, then I might go. I'm going to give that one a little bit of a tidy up. And the other thing too, this orange is drying off or keying off kind of flat. And it's always done that. I don't know whether the tin's bad or what, or whether it was bad when I got it. I don't know. I don't really believe that's a thing. I think it's something to do with the mix of that particular tin. Less oils in it or something like that, you know. I don't know. It's just a theory in my head that rattles around in there sometimes. Alright. Do some off the letter outlining around this one and ready, go. Probably a little closer than the other one, but that's right. Decoration, some little high spots. Okay, so mostly done. I'm just going to do a little bit of red in this door number 1 part down the bottom here, just to, you know, give that a little bit of zhuzh, you know. I don't know quite what, probably just a little half up the inside, so it's kind of got a half up the inside, you know what I mean. So they're overkill, busy and colourful, you know, that's kind of what I'm aiming for. All warm colours on this one, just using some cheap piss weak red, I think it's called, yeah, piss weak strokes red, rather than using too much of my one shot, which I've talked about before. I cannot get that here again at the moment, so I'm just gonna chuck a little bit down in here. Wet on wet, so it doesn't glide as nice as it does on wet on dry, you know. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. Okay, so that's my quick and dirty staff only signs for a couple of doors at the studio. Like I said, they didn't need to be like highly finished and stuffy and whatnot. That's what we've had in all our signage in the old studio. So I thought this time we might sort of change stuff up a little bit less black and white. You know, throw some color around, man. You know, bring some color back into this world that feels grim a lot of the times. But you know, there's, you know, look at what's going on around the world. It's crazy, man. So a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of color, can't go wrong with that, eh? You know, so they're just like I say, quick and dirty. We call that kind of freestyle, which is just kind of loose, kind of poster writing sort of writing sort of stuff. So you can kind of do neat, legible-ish, fast sort of stuff. And I always like doing that. It's so much fun because it's quick and it can be rough and you know, not real super structured, if you know what I mean. Like noisy bird, you know, like some lettering and that we end up doing is, you know, as a sign writing, you can do lots of real corporate-y stuff, and it's, you know, it's nice to do, but it's a little bit more kind of intense, if you know what I mean. Whereas, you know, that sort of stuff, I probably should have second coated the gold, but it's not that big a deal, you know. Like I say, I want it to look hand done, quick, dirty, fast, just out of stuff. It's lucky it's not on a wood saw. Found those bits of plywood. But anyway, if anyone's interested, I'll go backwards. This little brush I used for a little signature, that's like a God, hang on, I've got to put my glasses on. It's one of them. Sable chisel rider, AS Hanover. These are quite nice brushes actually, like I'm using them a lot more. I used this number 2 pointed writer. I used that for some of that outliney stuff, and for the main kind of yellow and lettering in that, I used that number 5 AS Hanover, and that's kind of like a short head kind of chisel rider. I did start, oh, hang on, and I used a Von Dago number 0 lightsaber for the squiggly lines and stuff. I want to play with these a bit more, doing more kind of scrolling and smaller, you know, like pinstriping type stuff. I keep forgetting about them and I don't get enough practice with them, but that's not a good example of using those anyway. I was just playing. And I did start with one of my old, this is my number 7 long heads, pure sable, red sable. Those I don't think you can get anymore, so if you're looking for brushes, I have, oh, there's someone on one of the Facebook pages who's selling synthetic sable brushes. They look really nice. I'd be interested to have a play with them, but probably not going to go buying them because I've got plenty of brushes to keep me going for a while now. But I do like these AS Hanover brushes. Their chisel writers are my kind of favourites for lettering, but the pointed writers I'm actually starting to kind of find uses for those as well, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, anyway, that's where I'm going to leave this video. Got my 2 little signs done and dusted. This will probably be a fairly short video with you know, some time lapse in there, I guess, by the time I edit something out of it. And yeah, don't forget we're on the dmaccustoms.com for your quality merch. Hope it's quality. So far no one's bought anything, Carl. But yeah, no, so far yeah, no, not a single sale. But you know, no pressure, you know, you just, if you want to see that thing finished, step it up. I'm just joking, but it'll get finished one day. And yeah, we're on Instagram, Facebook, and as always, thanks heaps for watching, and until next time, take it easy and peace. Got another couple of signs to do next time though. I think they're going to be a little bit more structured, similar to one I've done before on the channel, but I may change up the colours a little bit, but we'll see. Some of it's changing, but anyway, till next time, you have to stick around and watch the next video. Take it easy, peace.